How's it going, guys? Welcome back to another video on the channel. I apologize about the lack of videos recently. There just hasn't been much to make content about, but I have been streaming every single day. But anyways, for today's video, we're going to be doing how to reach top 100 or maybe just Hall of Fame in Arena. If you guys want to enjoy this video, please feel free to drop a like. I apologize about the lack of face cam. It's just because there's too much glare right now. It's not even worth it. So I'm currently, let's see what rank I am. I am 97. This is mainly due to the fact that I've been streaming every single night at about 10 o'clock for about 3 hours a night. And on those streams, I'm either opening 80 pluses or playing Arena. So definitely is a grind to get this high, but Hall of Fame should be something that's very achievable to you guys, and it's well worth it. You get a ton of gems. I have about like 13k gems right now. I'm going to get 4k more at the end of the season. So getting Hall of Fame is definitely really worth it. So in this video, I'm going to be going over the plays that I've used, the scheme I use, and the team I've built. I don't have a crazy team to win in Hall of Fame. I'll show you my team right now. So a big tip I can give you guys is number one, power matters a lot. So as you can see, my team is not that crazy. This isn't my actual head-to-head team, and I'll explain that in a second. But yeah, so this is the offense. I am a spread player, and then as a result of this, I've got 7 spread players in my team, so that way I get bonus team power, because I care about having high power, and then this is my defense. Nothing that crazy, as you can see. And then special teams, I just have a kick returner because I like to return kicks. They're fun. So big tip I can give you guys, though. I'm selling a ton of cards in the auction house, right? These players are all selling. When I wake up in the morning and some of these cards don't sell, you can actually submit your lineup for Arena and then have those players for the whole day and then take them off your team. So for example, you saw I was selling that 86 Cam Newton. If I go ahead and press play now, my quarterback is Cam. I submitted him this morning and then I posted him to the auction house. So I get to play with Cam Newton, which is why I actually have higher power. Here, same thing with 84 Brandon Cooks. I usually have one of those selling, and then I put him as my slot receiver. This is another thing I should have mentioned. You notice I have an elite tight end, and then my slot receiver, like I said, is normally Brandon Cooks. The reason for that is the plays I use are focused around them. So make sure the positions you upgrade, don't just try and have a high-rated team. Focus on upgrading the positions that you use. If you like to run the ball, make sure you have a good running back. I'm not a big runner, so I just have a fast running back like Philip Lindsay with 84 speed. If you like to pass the ball, upgrade the position that you pass to the most, okay? All right, so I'm going to show the plays that I use, but you guys can use whatever plays work for you. My biggest advice to you is to just get a small set of plays. Run like 3 or 4 plays. Don't try and be all over the place. Just master the art of running like 3 plays. So when I'm on the left hash, like I'm on right now, which is the left side of the field, I run this play. I have Cam. Obviously, I scramble to the right, and I chuck it deep to Y. It works pretty much 99% of the time whenever I'm on the left hash. If Y is covered because maybe they have too many safeties or whatever, then I throw the ball to my tight end, who will be open if Y is covered. Next play I like to run is right here. Evan Ingram is sometimes open here. If not, I could throw the ball to B or scramble with Cam, or I can get sacked. Another thing about this video, I'm not going to cut anything out. If I have any dud drives or whatever, I'm leaving it in the video. I want this to be as authentic as possible. So once again, I just scramble to the right. It's not that open, but I'm going to throw it anyway, and it works. For some reason, something about scrambling to the right and then throwing the ball to Y works so much on that play. It's really, really cheese. Okay, my 2-point conversion play, I think I have a really, really high success rate with it. It's spot right here. The 3 things I do is, number 1, I throw the ball to A. If they come out in goal line or a blitz, A is in one-on-one or sometimes nobody's on him, so I throw it to A. Number 2, I throw the ball to B, and I scramble left. Or number 3, I just run the ball in. So I'm going to run right, left. If the player defending B runs at me, I will... it's not really happening here. Okay, so I'll just do that. What I'm trying to say, if the player who's defending B, usually they have one person on B, they're playing man-to-man or whatever. If that player runs at me, then I lob the ball to B. If that player stays on B and doesn't run at me, then I walk the ball in the end zone. I'll try and demonstrate that again in a second. So we'll do next drive. I won't run that long pass cheese play. I'll show you guys some other plays that I use. So really, these are the 3 plays. I run smash right here. I run PA bubble Y over, and I run PA boot. These are the 3 plays that I run a lot, and then I'll show you some running plays that I use sometimes if I want to secure the bag. So I always scramble. If you're not into scrambling, then maybe this playbook isn't for you. And once again, build your team around that. If you aren't scrambling, make sure you have a mobile quarterback. I don't really love Lamar, as you can tell by the fact that I'm not using him right now. I do have him on my team, but he does miss a lot of passes. So some other options for you are Kyler Murray. Joe Burrow has an 83 card that's like 300K. He's a bit slower, but he gets the job done. Cam Newton, if you're like, balling on a heavy budget, you got hella coins. Then you can go Cam Newton. And I'm sure there's some other fast QBs that you guys want to put in the comments. Or you can just use Lamar. Okay, so same thing I'm doing here. If you guys want to watch, you can watch me live. Join the streams. I play Arena on them. You can see what I do. You can ask me questions if you have anything like that. Just going to throw the ball away here. I'll show you guys some of the run plays. Halfback dive has worked really well for me. It's just a pretty safe, like 8 to 10 yards for me. And we get 7 there. Hopefully, I'll do one more drive after this, or one more like matchup, and I'm hoping we match up against like an 83, 84. That way I have to like actually march, because I am in a higher rank, so I usually match up against people with like crazy power advantages on me, stuff like that. So they have a QB contain here, which is kind of annoying, but so the player guarding B is staying on B, so I should just be able to get in. That was kind of sketch, not gonna lie. That wasn't as clean as I would have wanted it to be, but we got the job done. Cam is a freaking tank, dude. Cam breaks so many tackles and falls forward all the time, so I really like him, to be honest. I might just stop trying to sell him and just keep him on the team permanently. But yeah, biggest thing I can emphasize, guys, is having high power. So the main ways you can get higher power. Number one, just from training your cards, from playing with them a lot. Of course, like make sure you're doing your stamina, spending all your program stamina and regular stamina on like live events and stuff like that. That'll train your players easily. Number two, make sure you're doing that the scheme thing. So if you're vertical, make sure you have 7 vertical players. If you're spread like I am, make sure you have 7 spread players, etc. That'll give you a free like 100 or so power, maybe a bit more. And number 3, always get program players. Base players cannot have high power, whereas program can go up to like 30, 40, and then of course if they're like, Cam and stuff like that, they have 80 power. So having a base player only gives him like 10 or 20 power. So every single player on my team, I think, is program. I don't have a single base player, and as a result of that, I have like 1,700 power without having, like a crazy 82 overall team or whatever. So here we go, final possession to score 24 here. They're coming at me. Normally I would throw the ball to be there, but that was just easy run in. So I didn't really get to showcase my 2-point conversion play too much there. But as you see, we dropped 24. We might still lose because he's looking like he's going to drop 24, and if he scores faster, he'll win. But that doesn't matter. We'll get into the next one. We'll do one more. I'm hoping I get a tough matchup. Honestly, if I don't get a tough matchup, I might press save and exit. And I want to like show you guys gameplay against tough matchups so I can prove that I'm not just winning because my team is like better or anything like that. Because I don't really have like that good of a team. It's like 75, 76 overall, which I'm sure many of the comments are going to point that out. But I make it work, dude. All right, let's see what we're up against here. So he's a 74, and I have a +3 overall advantage. I'm going to press save and exit because I'm just going to drop 24. Like, after the video, I'll drop 24 or, like, 20 or something like that. I'm just going to score 3 touchdowns because I have such a high advantage. Usually, honestly, they have – what I will say is this. My power is pretty good. Like, 1750 is a solid amount of power. So, usually they'll have, like, 80 overall teams, 81, but they won't have a major overall advantage on me because of my power. And then I run into the occasional guy who's like 83 overall with like 2,500 power, and or like 2,200 power, and I'm just like, holy crap, I'm just gonna lose. But that's not super common. Hopefully it happens here, honestly. So a 59 overall. Yo, where is this when I'm streaming, dude? Where is this when I'm streaming? I'm ranked 95, and now I'm running into 59 overalls that I have major advantages over. That's so strange. So we actually won that game. We scored faster than him. He dropped 24 as well. So impressive by him. I'm sure a lot of you are wondering, I should have mentioned this. Defensive strategy, I honestly haven't looked into it at all. I don't have a defensive strategy. Maybe I should get one. If anybody has any suggestions in the comments, feel free to let me know. I don't actually have one though. So maybe I'll change it in the future. Maybe I'll actually put the time in. But yeah, as of right now, I have literally nothing implemented. So maybe that's why I'm letting up 24 so much. I don't know. Maybe that could be the issue. Or just because I have like silver linebackers. Okay, well, we're pretty much the same overall. I'm just going to play this last drive out because I've already tried 3 times now. So for some reason, I'm actually getting easy matchups. If you guys come to my stream, I'm sure you guys see that I actually usually get harder matchups. But yeah, so last 3 drives here, I'll try and show some more good plays. Or I'm just going to house call kick return. Nope. Okay. So I showed smash enough, so I'm going to stop using it. But honestly, guys, like, being so serious with you, I literally just spam the same, like, 4 plays over and over again because it's just the easiest way to win. Another decent play is option midline read if you're using the same playbook as me. If they don't, okay, so they went for the running back there. If they don't go for the running back and they defend the quarterback, it's like a touchdown every time for the running back, but didn't happen there. So here they have man-to-man on Y, so you just throw the ball to A. My 86 Cam misses the pass. That's okay. We'll just run it right back again. So once again, I make the read. So right here, they're in a zone. They have two safeties over the top, so Y was open for a short pass. That does happen sometimes. And then PA boot over is actually a really good play. I haven't been running it much lately, but it's really, really good because Y and A are pretty much open every single time. Like, there's very rare times where this play isn't, like, even up against like an 83 overall or whatever, that play always works. So once again, on the 2-point conversion, I'm going to scramble to the left. The player guarding B ran at me, so that's a little interaction I do. I took a lot of time like practicing that pretty much. I've just always used that 2-point conversion play. That's a big tip I can give you guys. Only use one 2-point conversion play and just get good with it. Like, get to the point where you're scoring 70-80% of the time on 2-point conversions, and you'll be in good shape. So I've pretty much mastered, like, not mastered, but I've gotten very good at knowing when to scramble or when to pass the ball to B on that play. So once again, I'm just going to roll out right. I could throw the ball to A, but honestly, I'm just going to scramble with Cam. And I didn't cut up field. That was bad by me. Whoops. All right, so they're in man here. Nobody's really that open. A was a little bit open. I kind of missed my window to throw the ball to him, so that's fine. I'll just pick up the first with Cam and try and get near the sideline. Okay. So we're playing a bit sloppy right now. Not going to lie. Those are two poorly executed plays, but that's okay. Y is wide open here. I apologize about my gameplay lagging. Once again, if you're with the streams, you know this. For some reason, when I'm recording my game, it lags. It's normally not like this. Some people like to comment and think I have an advantage because of the lag. Trust me, I prefer playing without the lag. It does help a little bit with making reads, but for the most part, it's just annoying. Whenever I'm on the goal line, I like to run either halfback dive or the short pass that I use for my 2-point conversion. Either one works if you're on the goal line, and assuming you're using the same playbook as me. So once again, just going to scramble to the left. I'm going to read what this guy does. So he's staying on B, so I just walk into the end zone. So that's pretty much my go-to. That's not my go-to. That's the only 2-point conversion play I use. He scored 14, so as long as we score 8 here, we're going to get another win. And then that'll wrap the video. I don't want you guys to sit here and keep watching. What I do, people have asked me, though, to make arena videos. Once again, to re-summarize the main tips I could give you, whether or not you're using my playbook or not. Number 1, don't care about your team. Care about upgrading the positions that you throw to. So as you can see, I'm throwing to Randy Moss a lot. He's my slot receiver. Nice catch, Randy. That's okay. He's my slot receiver on all of these plays that I've talked about. He's the only person getting the ball. The other 2 receivers literally never catch the ball. As you can see, Moss is right here, and then Evan Ingram. So I throw to strictly my slot receiver and strictly my tight end. If you guys throw to, strictly receiver number 1, then upgrade that. If you throw to whatever the case may be, upgrade that position the most. So that's why I have Evan Ingram. He's fast. He gets the job done. And that's why I normally have Brandon Cooks, but at the moment, Moss just the filler. Number 2, maybe number 3, I don't know. Number 2, make sure your power is good. Try and be at least above 1,500. Ways you can do this is just getting program players, trying to train your team, having the +7 players on your team offense, like having the scheme bonus is another good way you can do it. So that's really important, just so you can occasionally have that overall advantage. Because trust me, playing with like +3 or +4 overall advantage is really, really enjoyable. Like, the game is so much easier when that happens. So definitely try that. And number 4, and probably the best tip I can give you, is just reuse. I know it's cheese, but reuse the same 3, 4, 5 plays over and over again, and just get good at them. And I mean, you'll just get so used to making the right read and throwing the ball to the right person at the right time that it'll just be easy for you to score. And then same thing with the 2-point conversion. Just run the same 2-point conversion play over and over again. Practice it. Learn when to do what. And it'll be easy. So right here I'm on the 1. So it's pretty much just a 2-point conversion again. So I'm going to run the play again. Scramble left. They're not coming after me. So I'll just walk in. Same thing over and over. And then we'll see if we can drop 24 here. And that'll conclude the video. I hope it was enjoyable, informative. If you have any questions at all, please feel free to let them put them in the comments. If it was enjoyable for you, drop a like, subscribe if you're new. I hope to see you guys in tonight's stream. And yeah, peace out, boys.